season with a ton of optimism. Coming off a 10-win year last year in a season where their young quarterback, Arch Manning, took significant steps ahead. They are so excited to see if they can improve and get back to the college football playoff this season. The offensive line grew from last year. More experience for this great young quarterback. We'll see if Arch Manning can take another step this season. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Longhorns kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Coming out with it, it's Abrams. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number...
There's a crease. The 40. Inside the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up.
Because they can lose great running backs.
There he goes. Makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Longhorn! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. And there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, he races some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get...
Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that to the end zone, making a huge play.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wingo. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Throws to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. And if you're on defense...
Maybe some room here. The 40. At the 30. 10. And he scores! Touchdown, Longhorn! There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
And the point after is good. The Gators sending the offense back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. It's ball. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Back has it. Will not get there. A fourth down stop. He's piled up 82 yards rushing already. If you want to talk about establishing the running game, they're doing that in the season opener. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. He's now over 150 yards on the ground, and you start putting yourself in that ethereal company of great Longhorn running backs.
Yeah, there's so many of them that we could go back, and Cedric Benson and Ricky Williams and just recently Bijan Robinson. Man, they find highly, highly talented dudes. Just guys that you know when you hand them the ball, good things are going to happen.
They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19. Now facing a third and long. Manning from the gun on third down. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Fourth down, Manning. Fires into the end zone. Give him 6. Touchdown, Texas. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Gators moving quickly to the line. They'll keep it on the ground. Showing off the arms. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. And the boys of old Florida are getting it done on the ground.
And you've seen time periods in history in Florida where they didn't care about the run. Spurrier, just throw it. Yeah, Jesse, throw it again. Yeah, throw it again. Just chuck it around. But I like when they commit to the ground game, have some success to create some balance.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, you are rolling the dice every time you throw this guy's way. He is one of the best corners in the entire country. Everybody has their eye on him every single game. He does a great job breaking on that ball and forcing the incompletion.
He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Ball. Shakes off the defender. All by himself down the middle. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Gators! Excellent pass by the back on the option. The extra point here would tie the game.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. They make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Making side adjustments here. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Just a really bad mental error. 2nd and 15 after the delay of game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line. 3rd down from the gun. Manning makes the grab. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Shoots it to the left.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Sends it downfield. Upstairs, he's got it. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided,
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they've baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
I think everybody thinks when you say middle of the field safety, that's an easy responsibility. There's a lot of field in the middle, okay? I got to cover a lot of space. He does an unbelievable job covering space, breaking on the football, seeing the route, and going and getting the interception. Nice play by that safety.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On the snap, it's ball. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Jones wants to throw it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. The Gators are going to call their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. On 4th down, going to the air. Looking down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
So now it's 2nd and long. They go play action with Manning. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's caught. He's loose. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texans! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Jones to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
That's that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds his man. It's Pryor. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
And you see more and more of this in college football, finding your playmakers in space, whether it's a receiver, a tight end, or in this case, a running back, way down the field. Get him isolated, find your matchup, and how about the running back turning into a receiver?
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. What a grab. Just beat the coverage. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Gators. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Quarterback making checks. To throw, Manning. Moving out of the pocket. He throws into the middle of the field. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Brown. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And he'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Jones wants to throw it. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming, and there it is. With that penalty, the offense is backed up on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. And they're able to make the tackle. Clock is stopped. Florida has called a timeout at 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Timeout now called by the Gators. That's their last one. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. And the Gators will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive.
just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's Manning to throw. Unleashes one deep. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Longhorns!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On the direct snap, it's Ball. And he's going to lose yardage on that one, and that could be the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that full Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
And it's the Huskies, looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Now, let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact.
Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And you can't start the half any better than that. You talk about going in, making halftime adjustments, talking about what they did. It looks like they knew exactly what they were going to do. Come out, read the pass, break on the football, make the pick, and draw first blood here in the third quarter.
He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Picks up the first down. Might have a chance. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Longhorn. This dude is lighting it up for the Horns, and some old-school Horn fans starting to think about that 500-yard, 4-touchdown day Vince Young had against Oklahoma State.
I'm bringing back great memories, and there's been some good runs at quarterback. You think about Colt McCoy, too, man. He put up some serious numbers, some serious wins. Can this be the next guy to catapult this offense, to bring Texas back to prominence?
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Ball. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Turning it on. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Jones to throw. Complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Gators in the hurry up. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting...
He's going to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Florida. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And the biggest thing is identifying coverages, right? Like, quarterback has to line up and see what he's seeing and see those safeties. I know outside with that safety in the middle of the field, I got a chance to attack and attack deep with my speedster, and he does a great job throwing the football out there, and he does the rest with the catch and then striding it into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Wingo. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Might be calling a hot route. Play action. Here's Manning. Under fire. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football. But here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way. And you're right, in college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And he's now over 150 yards, and burnt orange is leaving scorched earth on the ground.
It's just burning them up, man. Just keep feeding him the rock. This is a guy that you 100% know exactly what you're going to get, and you're going to get great production like great Texas running backs of old.
Into the 3rd quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Smothers.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier 3rd down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the 1st down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on 3rd down. And shoot, man, I got 4th down in my pocket if I want to go for it.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a 1st down.
The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. The give to the single back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
He wants to change this route. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. No more room to run as this defense rises up on 3rd down, and now it's 4th down from the 22. to throw for it on fourth. Moving out to the right. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Brown. Touchdown, Texas! That one will give them the lead. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Direct snap. It's Ball. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Here's a little room there. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. So first down will open up the final period. Jones wants to throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And just a great job on the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And a great job on the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
Hunt is in the air. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Quarterback may change this route. Third down from the gun, Manning. Quickly complete.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They're dealing with a second and long. Arch is going to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and away, count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Abrams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the... Looking for a huge play. Upstairs to make the catch. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. He's got him. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down.
And you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they've just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Wingo. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give, running right, Brown. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
One more time, it's Brown. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tap.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Quarterback making adjustments. Fourth down, Manning. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
And, man, a lot of times it's hard to outrun that blitz, and they bring pressure. They push him outside of the pocket. Nice job covered in downfield. Nobody open. He can't find a place to go with the football, and this is exactly what you should do. Keep hunting. Keep chasing. They finally catch him. Get the big sack on fourth down.
On the direct snap, it's ball. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The clock reads 19 seconds. Onside kick coming. They have to get it to have a chance to win.
And this is why you keep fighting. You just got your score on offense. Now you needed a miracle to come through with the onside kick so you can get one more possession to maybe...
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Jones to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. What a great job to get out of there, pick up the first down, get out of bounds, clock stopped, and now they'll reset.
When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback, getting the first down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Unloads it downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
He just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy things happen in college football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
He unleashes a long one. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is